performance. Can he repeat it again tonight? Let's find out with Chris Mason and John Rawling.
A lot of fights are sold on the old adage, repeat or revenge. And this kind of has that sort of feeling about it, doesn't it? Mensah last week was inspired in beating Phil Taylor 10-3. Every opportunity he got, he seemed to take. The idiosyncratic way of throwing, it worked beautifully. Phil hurt, I think, from that because he lost with an average of 104 or thereabouts. And to be beaten in that manner, it's kind of what Taylor did to so many opponents himself in years gone by. Now, I would be fascinated to know how the bookies have this one, because I've just got a hunch that we're going to come and see Taylor here absolutely on a mission.
Well, the bookies don't really give Mensah much of a chance. He's an 11-4 shot, and on the back of his performance last weekend, that's quite remarkable, really, but that's basically down to the reputation of Mr. Taylor. But he's up against it. It's only a short race. We've seen Kim Ibrich lose in a fabulous game against Chisnell with 104 average, but what was impressive about last week, it was over the distance. And Mensah has won the throw.
Well, Phil doesn't like the way that Suljović throws. A twiddling of the fingers there, the way that back leg rises up as he does it, the pirouette on the front leg. He seems to do it all wrong, but it worked for him last week, and at times Taylor could do no more than just shake his head.
Yeah, just stood back and watch and wonder, like I did to him for the best part of 20 years. So did everybody else. Now we're doing it, stood behind MVG and others.
He's been throwing okay though, Phil Taylor, but he's just, I think as much as anything, it's that the others have raised their levels, whereas once he'd be winning with a B game at an average of 101, 102. If he does that now, he's getting beaten.
Yeah, there lies the problem. Never the quickest out of the blocks, Phil. So he will, I should imagine he'd have put in a little bit of extra practice coming into this one just to make sure he hit that stage as sharp as possible. And here's that back leg you were talking about, John.
Yeah, look at that. Look at that. That's, you know, anybody coaching, Chris, would say that's all wrong.
It's like a thrutch. Not quite sure. But the end product from the drawback of the dart and the actual release, very little wrong with it. But it's all about timing. It's, you know, it's like that John Henderson rock, and Peter Manley, it wasn't exactly the, you know, had the most stylistic of actions, but very effective.
Well, going back further, Jockey Wilson, talk about people throwing on the move.
Kerry Morgan, another one. Tony Brown, there's so many.
It's what works for the man involved, and so far as this opening leg's concerned, they're not pulling up any trees, but Taylor has a slight advantage, and that's a handy dart with his third.
Yeah, already the Suljović throw under pressure, and Phil will just literally keep him under it. The pace won't bother Phil. Dennis wasn't the fastest player in the world, and him and Phil duked out many a masterclass on that stage, so the speed will not bother Taylor.
Suljović got to this stage beating Robert Thornton. No check out now.
Trouble 16, I would have thought.
Correct. Brilliant last dart.
We know he's capable of these shots because we've seen it many times from Suljović. Not this time, though.
Averaged over 102 in beating Robert Thornton 6-0. Victory margin, which didn't really do Robert any favours. He played a bit better than that. Right, a couple of 12s. Well, that's just the wrong side of the wire. Pantomime jeers. Always tends to get it up here. It's a big pro Gary Anderson crowd, and their hero will be next up against Joe Cullen. Phil's trying to put a smile on it, but there's no point getting wound up about it, because if you start letting it get to you, it'll just get worse. And that's opening leg Suljović, when at no stage really did he look like doing it.
He knows how to deal with the crowd. It's just a shame that sometimes the crowd can affect the result of a match. We've seen it with Merv King against Michael van Gerwen in the Grand Prix. They literally changed the result with their influence. Disappointing.
Yeah, you don't really like to see it, but Suljović has settled into a line and a length.
Yes, that's a great point.
Cricketing metaphor, which is kind of apt for darts as well.
Especially with that action.
59.
He's got that wheelie bin type action that that bowler had.
Ashley Giles, that was a
That's
Henry
the one.
Blofeld, wasn't it? Called
Yes.
Ashley Giles, the wheelie bin.
bin.
And Ashley didn't like it a lot. He thought he was a bit better than that. It's to do with his fielding as well. He was suggesting he wasn't terribly mobile, which is also a little bit harsh. Made one or two look pretty mobile by comparison.
100.
But he also
Chasing
was
the
better
game
than
already.
a fair few. Right, back to the darts.
He's chasing the game already. It's Taylor started this leg and he's 58 behind plus these, so
That's a good last start.
hurtful dart for the Taylor camp.
He's under pressure again.
Needs minimum 140 jump.
And he's found it.
140.
Now hoping for Suljović to make a mess of this one.
Suljović
But great
pulling.
around the bullseye,
Bull. Not
says
this
he.
time. Well,
Oh, this is dreamy for Taylor.
76.
What a last start.
great last dart after two, which were distinctly prosaic. 142.
Top wire. Stay there for double four. That's a better shot.
Great dart.
Bit of a risk in that if he hit the ball, but there we go. Will he get a poke? 20 double 18. Loves double 18.
Oh, that's got to be a good marker, Chris.
Yep.
Thank you very much. Mansour's away again, 2 up. Nervous chew of the darts from Phil.
It's a big tell.
And he's thinking that it is history maybe repeating.
Every player has a tell. And that's Taylor's. When he chews the flights, it's a sign of frustration and angst.
He so wanted to get out there and batter this fella.
It's not the greatest of matches so far. We build it up. Still time. Here we go. Perfect for Phil, that.
Hello. His first maximum.
Has to win this leg for me. Mensah growing in confidence. Fancying the job.
And responding magnificently.
140.
Last one was a bit of a twirly one.
$43.
Dear me.
Very un-Taylor-esque.
What a great opportunity he
Yep.
had then. Is the crowd getting to him?
Yes.
Suljović certainly is.
Yes. He'd be getting at me. Absolutely flying now.
It was his first ever televised final last week. That's peppering the treble 20 again and another maximum.
What happened last week is Mensah was taking these out and just leaving Taylor, as I said, with bits.
Sometimes has strange ways of going for them.
Only one way to go for this. Now
Oh,
he
he's
wants
got
the
it.
ball.
96.
Good effort.
This isn't easy. Even if he hits the treble 20, double 19's not the nicest double on the board. Now needs another treble. Treble 18. No, it's not happening. It's not happening.
39.
Really isn't happening.
Well, he's let them get to him, and he's acknowledging the fact that they're putting him off,
Yeah.
and that cannot be good. When you're playing badly That kind of thing gets to you. Wrong bet. Double four now required for Suljović, or Taylor's back. He likes this part of the board.
That will absolutely enrage him.
We've seen Phil Taylor a lot over the years, Chris. He is seething.
Yes.
He's
one or two
angry
things will happen.
and feels that he is being disrespected for no reason.
Absolutely. I mean, if he was playing Gary, I suppose even then that wouldn't make it acceptable for me, but
60.
yeah, that's...
Well, let's see how he builds on that opening 180.
It's the nature of the beast, I'm afraid.
Wrong side of the wire.
As Phil did say himself many years ago, when
132.
we were getting it, they pay their money, they can do what they want. I'm not sure he quite feels the same as that at this moment.
No, I don't think so. He just wants to
100.
see himself into this match. He needs to get a leg and needs to get a break and needs it prompto.
Yeah, got to win the next two legs. He's flying now. 69 left.
127.
There's a bit of a quick one there. Maybe he's just...
Bit herky-jerky, wouldn't it?
Yeah, maybe he's just trying to relax, and if anybody can silence them, certainly Phil.
137.
So, 62. Treble 10?
Should be.
He's missed it.
20 double 16.
And now takes a leg. Now, how's the reaction going to be to that? Just a smile.
Yeah.
Just a smile and a shake of the
Eric
head.
would have turned around and stuck it right up him.
Oh, he's giving it a bit. Eric could have turned around mid-throw when they were booing and conducted him. Eric Bristow we're talking about for the uninitiated.
Especially up here, my goodness. Him and Jockey had some moments.
Break at the end of this leg. And I think if he's going to win this match, Taylor needs to win it.
Yeah, can't go into the break 4-1 down. He's trying to turn them, isn't he?
Is that
Trying to play them.
Bit of a charm offensive.
40.
Oh dear. Now then. He's got the throw. Needs to punish that.
Good darts. Another one would be handy. Well, the 10's not bad. There's even a little bit of a song.
This is
There's
clever.
only one Phil Taylor.
There we go. Try and G him up on the Mensah throw. There we go. How about that? That's how you play a crowd.
Well, there's no shortage of experience up there. If there's one man who's been there, seen it, done it, then this is the guy. Break at the end of the leg. That's a characteristically superb switch to 19.
Well, it's been said many times, but yeah, typically Taylor. So clever, this. He knows what he's doing up there. And they don't realise it. That's the best bit.
140.
Right, 6 darts, 167.
Can't help but smile, Chris. 167, Here we go. Great darts. Oh, will he go for it?
You better believe it.
He went for it, all right.
42.
And then, if that would have gone in, then he'd give it some.
That would have been the ultimate crowd silencer.
Needs to get this, though. There'll be pressure inside his stomach. His heart will be jumping a bit.
Double 8 now, 2 darts to go into the interval, just 1 behind. Double 4, big dart for Phil Taylor. And he takes it, celebrates and knows that he is right back in this match. And at the interval, he's enjoying himself now. He's turned the crowd around, has he? He's certainly turned himself around, right back in this match. And Suljović leads 3-2. Taylor against Mensah Suljović and the Glasgow crowd. They've been giving him jeers. He's been playing them. He's turned them around. And then he got a really key dart. Oh dear. Your boos haven't worked. I've won the leg before the break and now it's 3-2. Taylor has the darts. And it's level pegging. What an interesting game.
Oh, it's brilliant. Atmosphere is absolutely electric.
I hope it's coming over back home. I hope you're enjoying this as much as we are, because I can tell you the atmosphere here in the Braehead Arena is absolutely rocking now.
First. Game on.
Right, after that, deep breath, back on throw.
She'll test Suljovic's mettle now.
137.
Taylor's turning the screw. And the jeers have, for the moment, been pretty much silenced. Could be a temporary state of affairs, might be just a little bit of
60.
recharging of glasses and the odd little intake of refreshment.
Yeah, they've certainly quietened down.
That's unlucky.
It's a fabulous 10 minutes or so, those opening 5 legs.
Taylor's 10 ahead in the averages now. He's over 100, and Suljović down to 90. There you see.
100.
Good last dart. Keeps him in touch, but Taylor with the darts has a little bit of a buffer.
$137.
He's on a finish.
He's always got a fair bit of stick up here, so I'm sure he knows how to deal with it.
140.
That's good, but it still means that Taylor's got 6 from here for 129.
No need to go for the 19 first on that occasion.
64.
And leave 65.
What can big Mansour do now? Calls himself the Gentle. The Gentle used to be the name of a pub which he owned, which he actually sold. Who did he sell it to? He sold it to one of the other players, hasn't he? And anyway, the point is that he took the name to advertise the Gentle.
145.
We just sort of wondered what sort of nickname he might have had with one or two other pubs. He could have been called Mansour the Wheat Chief Suljović or something.
Horse and jockey.
He wants double top to level the match, and he's missed it.
Plumb in the middle, that one, it was awkward. Had to go left or right.
No blame on the crowd there. 56 then for 4-2, and a break of throw. Double 18, it's his favourite. Good marker.
Again, will hurt Phil this.
Oh, he wanted that.
Yes.
How much?
Too much.
Double 18, double 14 is Suljovic's favourite. Taylor likes this, and double 16. Tops. Well, double trouble, threatening to stymie him, but now we're back with parity.
A big moment for Mensah this leg now. If he's going to go on and win this match, it's, for me, imperative he holds here
Good
and
start.
stops the Taylor charge, who's won 3 out of the last 4 legs.
Yeah.
It's a perfect dart for Phil. Big open bed to the left.
140.
It's a similar dart. He threw it his first attempt at tops. Followed it in rather than adjust.
Mansour's refocused. Oh dear, there's a bit of a lurch there. He does when he just tenses up. You see more movement. He
Yes.
tends to snatch as
Yeah.
he throws it.
The shoulder is involved. Lay on top of them.
By
There we
way
go.
of contrast, look at that.
Punishing every small mistake now.
There's a lad with his Phil Taylor t-shirt on who is enjoying what his hero's doing.
Has to switch now.
99.
100 no good there. Would have left 166, which isn't an out. So 6 darts, 181. Taylor. It's not the greatest for him, but you know, he went for the open bed there. Down by the side of that one.
135's not too shabby off what he was, is it?
67.
Take that all day long.
14 double 16, I would suspect.
Oh, hang on. Treble 19 ball. Oof. Just for a moment there.
84.
Phil would have taken a deep breath.
Set the Taylor fans' hearts flickering. Double 16 for 4-3. He's come from behind, he's ahead. That's against the throw, and Taylor's now the favourite.
Yeah, in control. Very little noise now from the crowd.
And the big anti-Taylor feeling, which was having such a big impact on the match at one stage, for the moment has been pretty much silenced.
No, I think it could have unsettled Mensah also.
It used to get to you if you heard that sort of booing and jeering.
When it's a constant noise, you can deal with it, but when it becomes a little personal, then obviously it affects you, because you're and then when it's relatively quiet and there's just the one person shouting out, just as you're aiming for a double and about to release it, you tend to wait. You tend to wait for that noise. Big Phil Taylor fans.
Come on, Phil Taylor, they're shouting out. Well, Phil's responding. 56 years old now and trying to right what he perceived as a major wrong from last week over in Belgium when Suljović beat him by the improbable scoreline of 10-3. That's 2 in.
104.
He's looking for his fifth maximum. He's looking for.
We spoke to him after his first match last week, and he actively told us he's going to really try and turn back time.
He feels he's playing really well. You know, we've had the same interview or the same chat with Simon Whitlock, and look what he's just done.
Yeah. You know, as a player, when
81.
When things are working out,
161.
and it's not like Phil doesn't know how to take it from the practice board to the big stage.
Had 6 darts again from 161 and closing in on another last. Brilliant. Closing in on another leg. What a setup.
Yeah, average up to 103.55.
Yeah, and he was languishing in the 80s.
Yes.
when he was struggling in the first 2 or 3 legs. So he really has turned it around massively. Double 12 for 5-3.
High again there. It was like that earlier. Now this is awkward.
Tricky,
Can't see a lot of it.
Oh.
No score.
There's one part of his game that has been affected by maybe father time. It's that area.
4 doubles out of 15 now, Taylor.
Yeah, that's very low for him. Right, 1 dart at the ball.
There's the 14 for Bull. Oh,
he's usually very competent on the ball. I mean, he won the ball in the practice room to throw first, but an ex-soft tip player, that's all you throw at, really. The 90+% of the game. No mistake this time. Moves within 1.
He let him off the hook to a degree there. And Taylor now 5-3. And he only needs 1 more leg now for a quarter-final berth against Benito van der Pas.
81.
Shake of the head from Mensah. Is he waving the white flag?
Well, he's had a clattering over the last few legs, hasn't he? This has been, apart from that little bit of trouble on the double, I mean, it's been, the scoring has been vintage Taylor.
Yeah, well, he's won 5 out of the last 6 legs.
Is it just about all over?
One big score here. Stubborn.
100.
Taylor of old would have got out of there as quick as possible. What can Mensah do?
Well, he could do with another, I tell you.
140.
Still, though, Taylor has the advantage. He'll be the first one onto a finish, will he?
Not now.
No.
Should switch.
45.
Not sure about that, Phil.
Well, this is a good chance for Suljović to reclaim the leg, which looked as though it was slipping away.
Great recovery, dart.
94.
Taylor giving himself a talking to.
I think there's an element of him purposefully trying not to watch Suljović when he's throwing as well.
Definitely 19s now.
99. Men's Uruguay 126.
Full 19's ball to stay in this contest. That's one of them.
What a great dart. And now the bullseye. It's there, Mensah. Bullseye, mate. Checking with the scorer. He knows now.
He's been nowhere near it so far, has he?
101.
That's a bit closer.
Uruguay
Oh, what a way to
120.
finish it, John. In style.
Shanghai, 120. There's the single. Needs a treble with the second dart. He's got it for tops for 120. Superb! Taylor is through. It wasn't repeat, it was revenge. Mensah Suljović congratulates him graciously, as Taylor did in Belgium a week ago, that the normal state of things has been restored, and Phil Taylor has beaten Mensah Suljović by 6 legs to 3 and takes his place in the quarterfinals.